Hello gamers and goblins, my name's Cara, and today I'm playing the only game where the incest is encouraged. It's Crusader Kings 3. Today we're seeing what happens if you make the entire world tribal only. But what kingdoms will collapse? What kingdoms will remain? Who will fight to survive? And who will thrive? Alright, let's get started. We'll hop into a new 1066 game and set the game rules. We're gonna leave everything else at default, but with the more game rules mod, yeah, there is one rule that lets you change the government type. So from default, we can make everyone tribal everywhere. Everything else can stay default. Yep, and that's all we're gonna do. So yeah, now if we check the governments, yep, that is definitely everywhere is tribal. Except for here? I'm sorry. What? Okay, ignoring the Gotland randomly. And I guess the Pope, that makes sense. The whole world is now tribal. But yeah, we're just gonna observe the game and see how the world shakes out, because it's probably gonna be different and weird. Oh, I wonder if you can still form feudal. Yeah, probably, right? If you have enough resources. I guess we'll see who does it first then. Everything looks pretty normal so far. I'm assuming some places will just straight up be more prone to falling apart if they're tribal. Like, what is the tribal Holy Roman Empire really gonna do? Well, I guess they're using a tribal level conquest. That's cool. Feels kind of pointless to me, but alright. Get you that one county. the tribal empire, Byzantine Empire. Oh, that's so sad. Imagine just waking up one day and your whole civilization is gone. That's gotta be a bummer. Update, Gotland has lost its republic status, which is disappointing. But the Pope still exists. The one not tribal place on the map still remains. I guess what I'm seeing is mostly just a lot of these conquest sort of wars, especially if it's just a chiefdom, like a one county thingy. I'm assuming it's just a tribal specific CB that they're just deciding to use. Oh no, Byzantines, you can fight back. What are you gonna do against the tribal Persian Empire? That actually kind of makes them more scary. I'm just gonna say, oh, all their troops. Oh no, and then you don't even have the prestige to build back your men-at-arms. Yeah, that's over. That's over. Woof. 18,000 tribal levies, that's crazy. I guess that's a lot of it, just a huge levies. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire expanded. They take Rome? Okay. Actually Roman Holy Roman Empire. It's not quite what I expected, but sure. I just see France take a little... Oh, they sure did. I don't know if this is confirmation bias. I feel like most of what I'm seeing are just slightly more cursed borders. Imagine living in the tribal Kingdom of Venice. That's gotta be a little bit set. No. Doge Domenico II. No. I don't like this guy as much. Wow, France is really just gonna keep on declaring these ugly wars. I guess that's really it, just the ugly wars everywhere. There is Palestine. Independent Egyptian Palestine. Kinda cool. Tribal Shia Caliphate. Oh, tribal Alexandria. I'm enjoying this. Are you enjoying this? I'm enjoying this. Yo, we already got Ireland. Someone's playing the tutorial island in real life right now. Hell yeah. Oh, look, we're starting to see pockets of fuel showing up. Only in counties, though? Am I looking at this correctly? It's spreading from county to county, but not like across the whole of it. I would have assumed that it would happen more in the Byzantines, but I guess France and the Holy Roman Empire. Why not? Oh, good borders. Oh, good massive plagued up Ireland. It really just lets people be more annoying with the wars that they declare. Like, ah, yes, I want these two counties right here in Ileck. France, could you, like, not right now? Are you actually... the biggest criminal when we turned the world tribal was absolutely France. Like, they've just been abusing the hell out of it. Oh, I like the Omega Surti we're seeing over here. It took most of Egypt, except for Cairo. Surti. They're sure assertive. They only wanted the coast. Oh, and the Shia Caliphate's back with a 4-year-old. Cool. I'm sorry, is England losing a war to Scotland right now? Am I actually looking at that correctly? Oh no, it's Flanders. Oh, of course. A conquest for one county, uselessly. That's cool. I honestly feel like the places that have been suffering the most have been like Muslim realms, like Christian Catholic kingdoms have been weirdly okay. I don't know if that just means that Europe is like more used to being poor, but You can take that as you will. Oh, full Ireland. Let's go. Seeing some nice malignant growth from the Holy Roman Empire in this sort of direction. That's extra cool. Look, we're starting to see pockets of feudal pop up. And even big clan. Well, like sub-clan, but like clan, feudal. Yeah, this is starting to look almost back to normal again. It's weird how it happens like in little pockets. Ah, yes, reverse Irish colonization. You know what? I like this timeline. Why is there so much disease around here? Whoa, Georgia. What? You can't just take... Oh, you didn't take... You didn't take Constantinople, but you just took everywhere around it. How did you even do that? Over here, too? What is going on right now? Georgia. Mega strong Georgia. Oh my god. Queen Theodora, 1 year old. Destroyer of the Byzantine Empire from within. Cool and normal borders, you guys. Cool and normal borders. Hungary just looks like it's spilled. It looks like it's spilled on the floor. Oh, Denmark owns this county. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? Looks like the Georgia problem has been mostly sorted out, besides for Philoppolis, which will probably be subsumed into the Byzantines soon. I would assume, although their army is pretty weak now. I'm not too sure why, but they just have been this entire game. I guess because they're tribal. Oh, they converted to feudal. Yo, I think they're the first government I've seen actually fully convert to feudal. That's funny. That's really funny. Kind of puts them at a weakness in this world, to be honest, but ah, yes, the Great France Schism into Spain and Pocket France. Aquitaine. So Venice got eaten, but you know who's been chilling this whole game? Dubrovnik. No one notices Dubrovnik. The Persians really have just been kind of going ham, just in every direction. Like, yeah, how about we just throw ourselves up here and over here, and even all the way down Oman. You think they said, oh man, when they saw it? Oh man. Brittany? Okay, Brittany. Oh, sure. Yes, Brittany. The HRE is now snaking into the Byzantine Empire. It's a little bit freaky. They're just like, well, we'll just take all of this Serbia sort of area, thank you. Jesus Christ, there's a character named the Child Killer over here. What the hell? Holy frick. I just want to say that Orissa is very satisfying to me. Where will Brittany go this time? They don't even need Hasten anymore. Queen Rechenda's got that covered. Oh, that's where they're going. Being eaten by the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, that's unfortunate. At least they still survive in Spain and England. Yeah, basically all of India is feudal at this point. Besides for these sort of regions around here. And then all of this area is sort of clan governance-y, even if the top government isn't. The Byzantines are all feudal all the time. And then, yeah, all of these areas managed to convert over to feudalism too pretty quickly, at least within, what, 50, 60 years? Something like that. Oh my god. Okay. Italy exploded. They did the EU4 thing like 500 years early. How did this happen? All of Ireland has now become Scotland. I thought they were colonizing this way, but Scotland is colonizing this way. Sad. I think Iceland has just been chilling this entire game. I don't think there's any differences that it has had compared to not. Cool Holy Roman Empire, huh? This is just how it was shaped, honestly. This is how it's always looked, don't you remember? I like the difference of Aquitaine being tribal and France being feudal. They're probably calling each other like uncivilized and weak and effeminate or whatever. The Georgia schism has unfortunately been sorted out. No more Georgia. Saged. I wonder what we'll get out of the tribal Holy Roman Empire this time. If we'll get some weird breakaway feudal vassals. And shout out to Castile. They kind of just like went straight for feudal and then just sat around and relaxed. Whereas the Holy Roman Empire was like, nah, we'll go ham with it. Independent Romanga. Ugh, why? I only just noticed Persia blew up. Oh, poor Persia. You were doing so good. You were one of the people really taking advantage of the tribal government. Except Oman. Oman was pretty immune. Mecca's kind of a cool little rump state, too. How did Castile go into revolt mode as soon as I said they were stable. How does that happen? Is this a normal amount of realms wanting to be independent? Or is this a little bit more than normal? Because this looks like a lot of revolts and a lot of tiny little breakaway states to me. They shout out King Zin, the strong arm of Pagan. Cam! At this point, it looks like basically everywhere I would expect to be feudal is now feudal, with the weird exception of England. And there's some like weird states that are still tribal, but it's a lot more feudal than it used to be, which is interesting. And then this whole area is clan now. The main thing we really got out of this is just the long Holy Roman Empire. I am a fan of diagonal Holy Roman Empire, I gotta be honest. One of the few main states that are still tribal when they shouldn't normally be. Them and oh no, Aquitaine actually flipped too. Damn. Oh, surprise Burgundy. Wow. A spiky Byzantine Empire. I like the danger spike that they have. Oh, civil war. Ooh, we have actual Egyptian Egypt now. Cool. We had Palestine around here for a while. We also have Outre-Jordan? Tiny Shia Caliphate? Okay. Okay. Oh, surprise Damascus. They took a little bite out of it with their tribal power. And then they died, but they're still holding on to southwestern Anatolia. Weirdly. How tall is your wife? Hell yeah, sister. I expected France to keep on expanding and being goblin-y, but all we got is like a sad, very small France and Chad Aquitaine, which I guess is alright. An independent Lombardy? Okay. I guess that's cool. How's this area? Oh, Andalusia is owned by a Catholic. Interesting. A Hungarian Catholic, of course. Venice. Oh my god, Venice is back. They actually own Venice, but they also own all of this, and they're independent? What? Oh, hello, Friuli. Nice to see you're here as a petty kingdom. I like Venice more. I like surprise Venice more. Venice is like, you thought I was gone? Boom. Surprise. Yeah, nowhere's really decided to go for Merchant Republic, except for a few weird areas up here in Italy. Down here, randomly, the Sheikdom of Tehama. That's cool. Just the Pope being very confused. And shout out to Dubrovnik. Good old stable, nobody paying attention to them Dubrovnik that's currently being invaded, so I'll shut up now. Zaporizhia has been surprisingly strong too. I like how they decided to just kind of hug box this area. It's cool. The King of France looks like the oldest man I've ever seen. 73 King Boson. What a dork. What is that? Andalusia. What, are you in jail? Boson innocent. I promise. So yeah, it's not been about 100 years. There's been irreparable damage done by the consequences of everywhere being tribal all at once. The Holy Roman Empire is still tribal, but basically everywhere else at this point, well, I shouldn't say everywhere else, but like most places we'd expect to be feudal are feudal at this point. The Byzantines are, and they have an empress, a Serbian empress? Are you an apostolic Serbian empress? I almost missed that. What? And she's an adulterer. Good for her. She's also about to lose every single war. And good things cannot last long, unfortunately. Yeah, so it's like, even though most of the world is now back to like where they should be government-wise, the damage is clearly done. I think in our normal timeline, since we have more stable forms of government like feudal and stuff, not to say that they're inherently more stable, but at least in CK3, like they tend to lead to more stable, cohesive maps. So that was an interesting little exercise, seeing what happens when the whole world goes tribal. My favorite part was seeing surprise Venice emerge back from the dead. Yeah, so that's how I'm gonna leave this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to the channel members too. Goodbye.